Just by the look on his face, we can tell that even little Johnny knew that H&M was gonna go down for this one, okay?
I'm the librarian, and I came to read.
Everyone who's watching this, make sure that your asses are going to fortheculturepodcast.com. We put up a new episode entitled A Damn Shame, where we talk about the bullshit that was going on with H&M. We talk about Miss Oprah getting up there and serving the girls everything that we needed. We talk about a lot of shit. Okay, so go over there, get your life. A lot of you guys also sent letters in and questions asking for advice. So that was a lot of fun to respond to. We just had a really good time over there at For the Culture Podcast. Okay, so you need to get with the motherfucking program. Also, patreon.com/AsianExpression to get the best content first. Videos go up first on there every single time. Now, the deranged Donald Duck himself is under some heat. He's finding himself in the hot seat, and no, I'm not talking about his tower. Pictured here, sis. We might as well go on ahead and rename it the Candlestick because that shit is burning the fuck up. Now, girl, I don't know if they are over here trying to burn up some documents. I'm not sure if the FBI and the CIA are coming for that ass and they say, you know what, sis, we're gonna go on the top of this shit like it's some type of beacon, like it's some type of lighthouse, and we're gonna light this shit on fire. I don't know what's going on over there, but the heat that he's currently in right now is the fact that he took his ass to one of these playoff games. I don't know. I guess one of you straight people can tell me what the tea is going on with that shit. I heard that there was some game going on in Atlanta. Wasn't really too much pressed about it. I'm not sure why people think that I would be bothered enough to see, you know, men run around throwing balls around. It's like, girl, I deal with men and balls already enough in my everyday life. I don't need to see that shit on my TV as well. But there is a playoff and somebody won some goddamn game. I think it's football. Don't ask my ass this shit. But Donald Trump went and he's decided, you know what, sis, I'm gonna go out here and attend this game and ruffle some feathers up. He thought that that's what he was going to do, but the only thing his bird ass ended up doing was looking like a goddamn fool on all across the media, sis. Let me just whip up the video right now. Okay, Donald Trump is out here talking about how he does not want people to disrespect the flag and all this dumb bullshit. Even though protesting is not disrespecting a flag, as I've often covered, but he doesn't know the fucking words to the national anthem. It seems. I'll say it seems. He's a whole ass president. He's over here mumbling the land of the free and the home of the fucking brave type of tea. I don't understand it. Gave proof through the fucking night that your hairline was still there. Now let me tell you, that out of everything in that racist ass song, that is a miracle. That after gave proof, sis, that even throughout the night of you tossing and turning in and Fire and Fury said that you love to eat cheeseburgers at 6:30 p.m. before you got them go to bed. Gave proof to the night that even through all the tossing and turning and cheeseburgers and all type of shit that's leaking from out of your bed, your hairline still lasted throughout the night. It is very surprising to me. Now, Kendrick Lamar did perform, but apparently he performed outside of the stadium, so that was disappointing because a lot of people are saying, sis, if Kendrick Lamar and Donald Trump are gonna be in the same area at the same goddamn time, it's gonna be a force to be reckoned with. You know what I mean? I thought all types of shit was gonna pop off, but it didn't happen because as I said, Kendrick performed outside. I'm not sure why that happened, but yeah, Donald Trump took his derpy ass inside, and while people are over here kneeling down trying to get people to pay attention to the fact that people who look like them are being killed and shot up for no goddamn reason, that's what they're protesting. They're using the national anthem to do that, and he's mad about that shit. I don't understand how you can be mad at your citizens for trying to protect themselves, but hey, I guess white supremacy is strong with this one, Star Wars type of tea. We got mad about that, but he's not mad at himself for these sausage built ass lips coming together and spreading apart, mumbling some gibberish because he has no idea what the words are. He needs to take his corn dog built ass lips on somewhere else, okay? And really quickly before I move on from this political ass bullshit, I want y'all to really be paying attention to what Donald Trump is over here doing. Apparently, he is out here trying to end the temporary protection status program for people who came from El Salvador after the 2001 earthquakes. Their argument behind ending this program is saying, well, sis, the earthquakes aren't there anymore. You hoes need to get over it, get the fuck out of the country. That's essentially what they're saying. And he's trying to end this. I don't know if he sees that more and more bombshells are about to be coming out. Mueller's ass is really over here looking to interview his ass. Like, he's like, bitch, I've interviewed everybody I need to. These witnesses and shit, this is cute. I've interviewed your staff and shit. I need to go ahead and get a statement from Donald Trump himself. So his lawyers are over here freaking the fuck out. I'm not sure if he's seeing that's what's going on. And because of that, he's trying to distract and move attentions away. But I mean, every time it doesn't work. But either way, if this does go through, over 200,000 people who came from El Salvador, who've been living here since 2001, that's 17 goddamn years, they'll be forced to exit the country. And I read somewhere that that country is one of the most violent countries. For it not to be in war, is one of the most violent countries. So people who have been living here for the span of almost my whole lifetime, Literally close to 20 years. I mean, if it started in 2001, it's 2018 right now. That's living this bitch for 2 decades and they just want to end that shit like that? Okay, heartless, heartless. I'll talk about something cute before I continue dragging. Black Panther trailer also came out during this fucking playoff game that y'all were going up for, and I got my whole life. I love the fact that the Black Panther trailers are not giving too much away, like they're not giving too much of the plot away, but it's still showing you how immaculate, how aesthetically pleasing, how sickening these motherfucking black people look. It's just like how amazing this movie is going to be, okay? Now, mark my words, I do think that Black Panther is gonna break some type of record. I don't know, but from the hype that I'm seeing, I'm thinking that this box office is gonna be something ridiculous. I'm thinking that these minorities, these black people are gonna be out here showing you hoes what happens when you create content and stories that represent them. Justin and I already bought tickets. We're gonna see this shit as soon as it comes out, because I mean, we had to get them tickets before it sold out, okay? Because you guys are out here serious about Black Panther, and I am ready to see it. So if you haven't been living under a rock, you know that H&M's ass did this shit. Okay, they had, and the reason I find it so problematic is because, like, girl, you companies already have problems with hiring black people, okay? So I already know that when I see these type of campaigns, or when I see, you know, models and shit, it's mostly gonna be some frail ass white people. I knew that, okay? So already we are working with the fact that you guys don't hire black people, okay? So when you finally do hire black people, suddenly and shockingly and surprisingly, somehow they end up in some sweatshirt that says the best monkey in the jungle or some type of dumb shit, like we in fucking Jumanji or some shit. The 1, 2, or 3 random black person that your ass has in these campaigns with 30 and 40 and 50 white people, the 1 or 2 people, they always randomly, magically end up in something that's problematic and bullshit. You hoes ain't fooling me. Y'all are either so damaged mentally that you don't have the capability of identifying what something could be tone deaf, or you're just doing this shit on purpose at this point. Like you're just, you know, creating outrage to stay relevant at this point. And I don't understand why you would when you're H and goddamn M, but that's how it's coming off. And now I'll get on us. A lot of people are acting like we gonna boycott H&M, and I'm just like, girl, with the lack of organization that you hosts have presented with other things, I don't expect H&M to be one of the things to be boycotted. And honestly, let's just be realistic about certain things. You're not gonna boycott your electric company. Girl, you need your lights on. You're not gonna boycott your job. A lot of people are not in a position to do that shit because they need their goddamn money. Every time you buy an Apple iPhone, you don't know what type of problematic bullshit is going on. Like, girl, let's just accept that some of the shit we do is very problematic and it's very difficult to go against that shit because of how society is set up. Instead of making these unrealistic ass goals like, oh, fuck H&M, fuck every other local store that's around me. I'm gonna shop in China when I live in the United States. I'm gonna actually fly my ass to China, or I'm gonna fly my ass right up to New Zealand and I'm gonna buy my shit there. Girl, let's just be realistic about this shit. It's certain things that make sense and certain things that would take eons to accomplish. So let's find some things, let's find some actual strategies, work on some shit that actually is realistic and will affect change. And one of those things could be something as simple as, you know, once a week or once a month you find a sickening ass, completely black owned ass business to support, and you start from there and you build up. But acting like you're gonna take down Rome with one fucking axe, it's not gonna work, sis. It's not gonna work. We have to be realistic and strategic. And the last person I'll talk about today is Nipsey Hussle. Now, if you don't know who Nipsey Hussle is, it makes fucking sense, because the last time he was relevant, I was probably playing around with some Lego blocks in goddamn elementary school. But I mean, he did this cute ass seminar bullshit, I guess, with a bunch of men, and he was just saying underneath this Instagram caption, we are out here strong as fuck because there's no abusers, there's no abandoners, and there's no homosexuals in this group. And I was just like, wow, I mean, jeez. Your last hit was in 2005, and yet everything that you're fucking saying right now makes me think that somebody needs to hit your ass across the motherfucking head. Like, you should have had a motherfucking VA. Bitch, you should have ditched that homophobia before you made this goddamn Instagram caption. Now, let me tell you something. I tweeted this and it may ruffle some feathers, but white Christianity is the byproduct of slavery and indoctrination and colonization, okay? So your views on homosexuality have been passed down to you from white ass Jesus, from white master. I mean, they came over from Europe and, you know, white outland and saw us practicing all type of shit that they call sexual deviance and different religions that they had no idea what the fuck was going on. So they said, girl, fuck all this bullshit. You're coming in our shit. You're our slaves. Now you have to practice our fucking religion. And now y'all are using that same shit. Y'all are using masses fucking religion to hate on gays, to divide the black community up, because there are black LGBT people who exist. And instead of trying to lift those up, you're using the mentality that has literally been used to oppress you. And that same thing goes for light skins only, I hate dark skins type of preference bullshit that y'all try to pass off on us. That came from white supremacy as well. So it's really interesting to me to see all these people, like my guy Kyle said from Love at First Night, the web series. He said, you hoes, the only time you crack open a fucking Bible is to get a fucking tattoo, and all of a sudden you want to tell me what I'm fucking doing? What I need to do? What my gay ass needs to do? All right, sit y'all ass down. You're not fooling me. This idea of masculinity and femininity and shit, they were created by human beings. These ideas that a lot of you guys live your life by, you can't fucking step a certain way, you can't wear a certain color, like literally how light reflects off of a fabric, like literally fucks with y'all that much. Like these rules of masculinity and femininity are so ingrained in society that you think that a man who exhibits these feminine traits, whatever that means, can't be strong. He can't stand up for himself. He can't stand up for anyone else. He can't fight his own battles. He can't be a good person. Y'all have a lot to learn and unlearn, obviously, since this supremacist ass indoctrination is just so ingrained in your mindsets. You got a lot to learn. The Bible, I mean, it was used to defend slavery. It was used to defend these people and their racism. If you don't believe me, Ephesians 6:5 says, slaves, obey your... Just look it up. I'm tired of telling you hoes that this shit is a fucking fantasy world, okay? Ephesians 6:5 says, slaves, obey your earthly masters with respect and fear and with the sincerity of heart, just as you would obey Christ. They use that verse to not only strengthen their positions as slave masters, but also they use these type of verses to defend whoever was in power, the kings, the politicians, whatever. They were there because God chose them to be there, and going against them meant going against God. So that's how you kind of quell rebellion. That's how you keep social control over people when you're so high up above them. So you see what the fuck I'm saying? Every trick that you're trying to use against your own people, white people have used against you, and you look really stupid trying to do that shit, trying to replicate it while also being oppressed at the same goddamn time. Now you violated, but I can't send you to full prison yet. I gotta send some of you lame homophobic bitches to juvie because some of you hoes just simply need to grow the fuck up. Have a good goddamn evening.